Well, it is a new year, 2025, and as the saying goes, new year, new me, fresh and alive for 2025. Whatever you say, whatever you're doing, whatever your resolution looks like, the big point this year is health. Everybody wants to stay healthy, and a big part of that health piece is mental health. Joining me this morning from Rise Psychotherapy and Family Support Services, CC Jean. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am well. Who do you have with you today?
I have one of our new associate therapists, Gabriel Taylor, with me, and we are here to bring you what Rise is all about.
What Rise? See, I'm glad you said that because I was just about to ask you, what is Rise all about? Rise Psychotherapy and Family Support Services. I've heard the name a couple of times. I'm not really familiar with what's going on. So kind of give us, just to get started, what do you do?
We are, at our heart, a mental health practice. I am a licensed clinical social worker, have, over 20 years experience working with individuals, families, women in particular, particularly women in trauma, who have experienced trauma. We are a mental health practice, but the family support services is really an aspect of the business that I hope to grow. We do want to be more comprehensive support for families in need. So though we are now focusing on mental health, we eventually want to grow and expand to where we can offer vocational support, we can offer spiritual resources. We want to be a full service facility where a family in need can come and have all of their needs addressed. So not just the mental health piece, but the employment, the vocational, the spiritual, the health, physical health. So we are growing into an entity that will be a full service, comprehensive support for families in need.
Just a one-stop shop is what it sounds like.
That's where the hope is that we're going to grow to. Yes.
So you'll be able to do everything except for tell me who's going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well,
or who's going to win the NBA
never
championship,
known that.
or who's
Yes.
going to win the World Series.
Right.
Gabriel, tell me what do you do over at Rise?
So I'm a licensed professional counselor. I have a little over 5 years of experience counseling in general. I am one of the therapists at the physical office. I do a lot of individual therapy as well as couples therapy and family therapy as well. I have a lot of experience with autism and faith-based therapy, as well as PTSD, anxiety, and just a wide variety of different aspects of mental health.
You mentioned faith-based therapy?
Yes.
Yeah, that is, I've been hearing that a little more often. And you CC Jean, you mentioned something about getting into the spiritual health side of it.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
If you look at, just where we are, there are a lot of people that are hurting, a lot of people in pain. A lot of people are looking around for something that's going to give them some comfort and some hope. I personally am a woman of faith, so though this is not a Christian-based or faith-based practice, it is important that we kind of develop everything within a person that would help them cope, as best as possible. So of course, if you are looking for faith-based services, we offer that. We are here to serve everyone, but it's just one aspect of what I think each individual needs in order to cope.
But, Gabriel, it isn't necessary that you have to have a faith-based background.
Right. Yeah, no. And a lot of my clients don't have a faith-based background, but they also, they really enjoy the perspective of like a spiritual side of things. For example, there could be someone who is an atheist, but they like the advice or the counseling from a spiritual side of things, just as an alternative perspective to see their issues that they may not have otherwise thought of themselves.
So when we're talking about who walks through the front door on a regular basis, what are the kind of populations that you're serving? And once you kind of tell me that, what kind of populations are you looking to serve?
Well, we started off, honestly, my heart was for women, and I've worked in, for many years, I have a lot of experience primarily with women. I've worked with women who have experienced domestic violence and sexual assault. So my heart is first for women who have experienced trauma. I also, as a woman of color, do intentionally seek to support women of color. This is Black History Month, so I think this might be a perfect time for us to just highlight that there are unique needs for women in our community. So I want to make sure that we're a support to women as well who are experiencing other types of marginalization. But I am here for everyone. Rise is open to everyone. I want anyone who might not feel heard, supported, who doesn't feel like they know where they belong, to know that you do have a place in this world. The name Rise was chosen. It really was an inspiration from my favorite poet, Maya Angelou. Her poem, And Still I Rise, has always inspired me. It has always kind of spoke to me about my potential and how far I can go, and that there is no obstacle that can hold you back if you have faith and you believe in yourself and you know who you are. So I hope that every person who comes through the door at Rise knows that they mean something, they matter, and that with enough intention and effort, you can shape your life in a way that would benefit not just you, but your family and your community.
That was the word you didn't know you needed this morning, right? So tell me about this new in-person location that you have.
Yes, we've been in business for 2 years now, so we did recently just secure an in-office location in Biloxi on Water Street. The address is 770 Water Street in Biloxi. So now we're able to not just see clients remotely, but we also can see you in office. Gabriel and I are typically the ones who will see people in office, but I do have 2 other therapists that were recently hired that can also see clients virtually. So we have a full service team at this point.
I was going to say, the new therapists you brought in, this is almost 50 years of experience combined.
Yes, absolutely. We are definitely skilled at Rise. You know, the people that we choose, we've got Shannon Murray. She is a licensed master social worker. She has 20+ years of experience in the mental health industry, working with all different types of populations. She has a lot of history in medical social work. She's wonderful with women and adolescents in particular, but she is also available to families. We also have Ahmad Nash, who is based in Jackson. He is our male therapist, and he is great with children, particularly young boys, you know, couples and family work as well. So we have 2 male therapists and 2 female therapists, and all of which Ahmad has 17 years experience. I have over 20. Like I said, Shannon has over 20. And Gabriel's getting there. He's got his 5 years in, but I'm sure he's going to be in here with us for a while. So we have a very skilled team, and we take what we do very seriously at Rise.
And of course, you accept insurance.
Of course, we take basically all major insurances at this point: Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, Medicaid, Medicare, and Better. You know, most of the other state plans we do accept now, Cigna and Aetna, and of course we're always open to direct pay clients. And we do offer sliding scales for people who might not have, you know, the resources to pay out of pocket, or who are underinsured or uninsured. We do have a sliding scale option too, so we will offer discounts to qualified individuals as needed.
All right, listen, look there at the bottom of your screen. You see the information, website, phone number, it's all there. Give them a call at Rise Psychotherapy Family Support Services. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Chad.